And she came out and she wanted to make money too, but she didn't put in the effort. You know, you have those haters, those people that don't work and then they get mad because somebody else is doing good, better than them, right? So she came out and didn't do the work, had a funky attitude, didn't sell nothing, and got mad and told her mama. And so her mama called the police on the lady because the lady didn't have a license to be doing what she was doing. So literally, the police surrounded the van and they like arrested this lady and they took us all home. And I was mad as hell. I was like, I might have been getting exploited, but I kind of liked it, right? Like I was kind of mad, like, damn, you hating ass. So the point was that little experience of really being in a space where not only did I have more money than I got from receiving welfare from my parents would, give me a little allowance, $5. But what's $5 when you can go out and make 60, $70 in a day? It was like, whoa, wait, there's money out here if you're willing to hustle for it. That stays with you, right? So that stays so you got kids, give them an experience like that. Like let them know from the jump that don't no man or woman ever have the right to tell you how much income you're supposed to have. You can decide what your income's going to be. You just have to have the creativity and the courage to pursue all the options that exist for you outside of just sitting at that job like you some little caged animal waiting for the cage master to come and throw you a steak behind the bar. Sometimes they don't want to feed you. So if you learn how to hunt early, if you teach the kids how to hunt early, then that will stay with them. Once you learn the power, tell me if anybody's ever experienced it. Anybody know? Tell me if you've ever had this epiphany. Once you learn the power of being able to determine your own income and how to make money on your own, it's really hard to go back. It's really hard to go work. It's really hard. My brother, I taught my family went ballistic because I taught my brother into coming to with me when I was at Syracuse. When I was on the faculty of Syracuse, I said, I kind of want to do like a public scholar thing, kind of like what Michael Eric Dyson does, except different. Kind of like what Cornel West does, except different. I want us to own everything. Like I want us to publish books, but we can't. Ain't no white people gonna take care of us. So we got to create a publishing company. And I want to give speeches, but the white speakers bureaus they won't like people like me. So we created a speakers bureau, right? We had to kind of do it on our own. But then my brother came out to work with me, greatest business partner I ever had. And we worked together. We had a lot of failures and a few successes and a lot of experiences, like traveling down to New York and Wendy Williams was so gracious when I went on her show. I'll never forget Wendy. I just love this lady so much. Her and Charlemagne were very nice to me, and I just will always appreciate that. And I remember my brother, as a promise to my mother, he agreed to go get his MBA from Cornell because she was always big into the education piece, like my grandmother was. So she said, I need all my kids to have a master's degree. Please promise me you get a master's degree. So my brother went to Cornell. He went there 2 years. He had a great experience. He met a lot of amazing people. And then when it came time to do all the interviews, there were all these companies coming in offering really good jobs. Cornell grads get really good opportunities. He didn't go to one single interview, I don't think. I got to double check, but I don't think he went to one single, or maybe if he did, it was just for fun. He wasn't looking for a job. And I said, well, why aren't you looking for a job? I said, that's interesting. I said, I was just curious because I understood, but I was curious. And he said, because once I learned the power and the freedom of having my own business, jobs were not appealing anymore. It wasn't interested in working for other people. You know,